Hi, today's lesson is going to talk about some of the options that are available to you in Lotus Notes. So let's get started. The first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to make sure your email messages get spell checked automatically before you send them out, and also how to add a signature. So we're going to go up here to Tools and we're going to choose Preferences. And on the Mail tab in the Basics tab, what we're going to do is come down here to Spell Checking, and we're going to put a check mark under Automatically Check Mail Messages for Misspellings. This is not a default, so you want to make sure that that's been checked. And this way, every message you send out is automatically going to be spell checked. Also on the Mail tab, but we're going to switch to the Signature tab. This is how you can add a signature at the bottom of your message. You just need to make sure that the box is checked to automatically append a signature. And then in the box, you're just going to type your signature. I like to leave about two blank lines so that you have some space to type the body, because this will be the first thing that pops up when you open up a new memo. And then all you have to do is just type in your name, your job description, your phone number, whatever you want to have in there. And then you choose OK. And when you open a new memo, it will be there. So let's go ahead and do a new memo. And we see the signature, and we've got some room for the body up here. And I just wanted to remind you, you have the address book here. You can also access the address book by clicking on the word to. But if you start typing a name, it usually after the first few letters will recognize it, and if you just press enter, it'll type in the rest of the names. So this is kind of handy if you're typing in a lot of names. You probably already know this, but just in case, CC means carbon copy. So this would send a copy of that email to somebody else if you just wanted them to be aware, but the message wasn't necessarily directed to them. And BCC stands for blind carbon copy. And this sends somebody else a copy of that message without the original sender knowing. So maybe if I'm sending, let's say, I don't know, some Christmas gift wish list or something, and I want to send it to somebody else, but I don't want them to know I chose their name as a secret angel. Maybe I would put it in the BCC line so they don't know who I'm sending their Christmas wish list to. Something like that. So BCC is blind carbon copy. I want to show you a little trick. You may already know this. Sometimes you're just sending a short message in the subject line like, I am out sick. If you type at the end of that EOM, that stands for end of message. And that lets the receiver know they don't even need to open the email, that there's nothing in the body, that's it. So sometimes your email is just real short, and that's no big deal. That's a handy way to let them know they don't have to open it up. I'm also going to show you how to attach a few things. You have to be in the body of your message for attaching to be an option. It's this paper clip up here. If I'm in the to line or the subject line, you can see that it's kind of grayed out. So I have to be in the subject area, in the body area. And when I do, I just click on the paper clip and I can attach whatever it is I'm trying to send, and it just puts it right there in the body of the message. I can attach more than one thing, that's no problem at all. You're just going to attach one thing after the other. There's not necessarily a limit to how many documents you can attach, but there is as far as total file size. So if a message doesn't go through or bounces back to you, it's probably because you have too much in attached. You may have to break it up into smaller emails, or you may have to figure out another way to get that information across. But that's how you can go ahead and attach something in an email. So I'm going to discard this one. And we're going to talk about sorting email, especially when you have a lot of email in your inbox. This is really handy. You can sort by who. If I click on the who, it's going to put everybody with the same name together. So here's all my emails from Brent, here's all the ones from Brian, etc. And it's alphabetical. So if you kind of scroll down, you can look for whoever it is that you're looking for. I can sort by date. If I click on the word date, right now what it's doing is it's putting the newest messages at the very top of my screen. So anything I have most recent is here at the very top. If I click on it again, it actually moves the most recent to the bottom. So whatever you prefer, it's just a different way to sort. You could sort by time and you can sort by size, although I don't think either of those are all that useful. But sorting by subject is sometimes kind of nice. Maybe you're looking for a particular thread about a particular subject, like maybe something about a color printer. You know, I can see the thread of that particular conversation. So sometimes that's kind of nice. What I use a lot is the follow-up function that your email has. And if you come over here to this little caret right here and you click on it, this is a way of sorting things by flag. And I have a bunch of things with a green flag and a few things with a white. And green flag means normal priority, and white flag means low priority. And there's also a red flag for urgent priority. And so you can kind of take all those emails that there's some kind of action or thing that you need to do. You need to respond or something you need to do. And by flagging it, you can kind of call attention to it later on to yourself. So let's say this email needs to be flagged. I know I must need to do something with it. So as long as I have it selected and I go up here to this follow-up button, if I choose quick flag, what it's going to do is give it a green flag automatically. Okay, after maybe I've dealt with this email, I can come back to this and I can choose remove flag. And it goes away and it's no longer sorted there. Maybe I have something that is a green flag now, but maybe it has become urgent, or I just want to change what kind of flag. If I choose to add or edit flag, I can change it. I can put the priority to be a little bit different, and then it's sorted at the top of the most important things I need to do. So I think that's really a handy way to find some of your emails and the things that you need to do. The next, we've got two more little things that we're going to do for today's lesson. We're going to talk about changing how we open links. Sometimes when you get an email message that has a link in it and you click the link, it actually opens the link in the message, like this one. If you notice here, it's not launching Internet Explorer. It's just showing the email in here. And sometimes this is not all that great because there's a limit to what you can do from here. You don't have your regular navigation buttons. Certain things won't be active at all. So what we're really going to do today is we're going to make it so that when you click on a link, it automatically opens up Internet Explorer. So we're going to start by going to File and choosing Preferences and Location Preferences. And what we need to do is we need to check on the tab that says Internet Browser. And the default says Notes with Internet Explorer. We don't really want that. We want to choose the drop down and we just want it to open Internet Explorer. And if we choose OK and we choose Save and Close, okay, and we come back here, now when I click on the link, what it's going to do is it's going to launch Internet Explorer as a whole separate window, and then all the functionality of that website is given back to me. So I think that's a much better way to look at it. Okay, the last thing that we are going to do is look at how to change your password. Maybe you think somebody has gotten your password by accident or whatever, but we're going to change our password. So we're going to go back to File. This time we're going to choose Security and User Security. Right now it's asking for the password that you currently have. Okay, we have the option now to change our password, and this still wants your old password. Now we have a place to add a new password, and you're going to enter it in 2 times, and once you do, you'll have the option to do OK. I'm going to cancel because I'm OK with my password. That only changes your password, though, on your desktop email. If you want to change it, your remote access. Okay, sorry about that. There was an announcement being made. But this is changing your email, your internet password for your remote email access. So you're going to open the Round Rock address book, and if you just start typing your name, it'll actually search for you. So I found my name here, and I'm going to click on Edit Person. You can't edit anybody but yourself, so it's not a big deal. I'm going to choose Edit Person, and on the Basics tab, I'm going to look down here where it says Internet Password. I currently have a password, and it looks like something crazy, but that's just because it's encrypted. If I click on Internet Password, there's no, this is not my old password. I just type in a brand new password and click OK, and it's changed it. Now I have to go back and remember to save and close, otherwise those aren't changed.